Where are my scammy ass Oklahoma fans at? Oklahoma fans, this is for y'all, baby. Hey, the 2026 college football season, listen, you guys, man, listen, Oklahoma fans, y'all did a great job last year. But this season right here, I think y'all take a step back. The reason is, bro, the schedule is so brutal. Okay, I think since you guys won 10 games last year, I think you guys win 9 games this year, and I'm gonna tell you why. Shout out to Coach Brent Venables, who just signed a contract extension for the University of Oklahoma, who was on the hot seat for the University of Oklahoma previously, the season before. Shout out to defensive coordinator Todd Bates and Zach Alley. They have two defensive coordinators at Oklahoma, and they're doing a fantastic job because that was the best defense I seen in the SEC last season. Last year, Oklahoma started the season 5-0. They lost to Texas 23-6. John Mateer was playing hurt. They lost to Alabama in the bowl game. They lost to Ole Miss 34-26. So those are the three losses that Oklahoma took last season. When you talk about what they had to do, it was a lot, bro. They overcame a lot, and I do owe y'all apology, Oklahoma fans, because I had Oklahoma going 5-7 last year because I thought Brent Venables was on his way out. But guess what? That didn't happen, and now Brent Venables is there to stay. So once again, y'all, well, let's talk about what Oklahoma has to offer on the offensive side of the ball. At quarterback, you know what I'm saying? John Mateer, one of the best quarterbacks in college football, one of the best quarterbacks in definitely in the SEC. He has a weapon named Isaiah Satega, a 900-yard receiver, 8-touchdown guy. Now, my main problem with Oklahoma is, can they freaking win the football? Because they struggled to run the football last season, but Tory Blaylock will have to run behind those 4 offensive linemen that will be coming back and that extra guy. So Oklahoma, bright side, you guys got 4 offensive linemen coming back and returning. What do you got to do with it? What are you going to do with Tory Blaylock as your running back? On defensive side of the ball, you got 9 defenders that were productive back. That's great. Okay, this defense will also be one of the best defense again in the SEC. Let's talk about defensive lineman Taylor Wynn, Kip Lewis, linebacker DB Peyton Bowen, and DB Cortland Gullery. These dudes are monsters on the defensive side of the ball. Oklahoma has a lot of depth on that defense, guys. I'm gonna tell you right now. Now let's talk about their schedule, guys. When you talk about their schedule, it is definitely brutal. You got to play Michigan at Michigan in the big house. You got to go to Georgia. That's tough right there. 2 of the best teams in the country. You got to go there. That's crazy. So in 2 out of your first 4 games, you got to go to those places. Now, the bright side about Oklahoma, they do have a bye week before they go to Texas. All right. Kentucky. Kentucky will have one of the best offensive lines in the SEC. I don't think that's going to help them. They're still going to lose. At Mississippi State, another tough game. And these 2 teams are very unfamiliar. They don't play against each other very often. South Carolina can be tricky. At Florida, another tough game. Ole Miss and Texas A&M is also tough. This is a brutal schedule. Now, when you open up the season on September the 4th against UTEP, I gotta go with you. I think that this is a warm-up game. I think you blow UTEP out. I think you should run the ball as much as possible, so your offensive line can get reps, so your running backs can get reps. I think that this game right here, you know your identity right here before you play Michigan. At Michigan, I got you guys winning this game on the road. I think September the 12th on the road in Ann Arbor, Michigan. You guys win this game, and you're now 2-0. And I also think you beat New Mexico. New Mexico is not enough to beat Oklahoma. Another warm-up game. Now you are 3-0 before you go to Athens, Georgia to face Georgia. Listen, this is a tough football game. Georgia will beat Oklahoma. I'm sorry, Oklahoma fans. Don't be mad at me. That's fine. Fuck it. You can be mad at me. But Georgia fans, I know y'all excited for this game. At home versus Oklahoma, to pound Oklahoma and show who has the best defense in the SEC. This would show me who has the best defense in the SEC between Georgia and Oklahoma. So I'm taking Georgia to win this game. Then you have a bye week before you play one of the greatest rivalries in college football, the Red River rivalry. I'm taking Texas. I think Texas is a little bit more talented when you talk about as a complete team on both sides of the ball. I'm taking Texas to win this football in a very close football game. So right now, guys, you really got to establish that you guys are 3-2. In the first 5 games, you guys are 3-2. You lost 2 in a row, and now you're starting to go on a winning streak. You beat Kentucky. I don't think Kentucky has enough to beat you guys, even though Kentucky. I am excited a little bit about Kentucky, about the quarterback and the coach, Willie Stein. I think that he was a good offensive coordinator at Oregon, but he doesn't have the Oregon talent. Uh, at Mississippi State, I think this is a very, very sleeper game for a lot of people. And I am praying that I can be able to attend this game. I really want to go this game. I want to see my Mississippi State Bulldogs upset Oklahoma. However, I do have Oklahoma winning this game. Okay, I do have Oklahoma winning this game. Right now, we're at 5-2. So you have South Carolina. I got you guys beating South Carolina, even though South Carolina is a very talented team. I just think that certain players are not being coached and maximized to the best of their ability. And I think that could be a problem for South Carolina in the down run. So now you're 6-2 before you play the Florida Gators. Florida Gators at Florida. This is another tough game in the swamp. We all know Florida's trying to rebuild their program. We all know that Florida has a very established coach when you talk about the G6 or the G5 or whatever. Yeah, this is a sleeper game too. On the road in the swamp is a tough game, but I got to go with Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma wins this game. Ole Miss, Lord have mercy, Ole Miss, y'all. Ole Miss has shot the college football world by storm last season. They have one of the best quarterbacks in the nation in Trinidad Chambers. They have one of the best backfield in the nation with Kawan Lacey and Trinidad Chambers. I think that defense is decent. We all know their head coach was a defensive coordinator. He was a very good defensive coordinator. I think Ole Miss can pull this game off, and I have Ole Miss winning this football game, guys. I really think Ole Miss can win. I really do. And I'm taking Ole Miss to win this game in a close football game. Now, next, you have Texas A&M. I don't believe Texas A&M at all. I think that they're frauds. I think they're overrated. But I do think that they're above average football team in the SEC. However, I think Oklahoma's better. I think John Mateer is a better quarterback than Marcel Reed when healthy. So when we look at that, give me Oklahoma in a close football game. And at Missouri, I don't think Missouri have enough. I'm taking Oklahoma to beat Missouri. I think that Amari Hardy should be back, but I don't think it would be enough to beat Oklahoma. That defense will be all over Amari Hardy. I would be shocked if Amari Hardy have 80 yards in this game. If Amari Hardy plays against Oklahoma, I would be shocked if that guy have 80 yards in this game. So as you can see, guys, I have Oklahoma being 9-3. That's my prediction for Oklahoma Sooners. 9-3. Let me know in the comments. Do you feel that these guys will win more football games or less football games? Now you have the vision. Peace.